An item of tackle I get asked about quite a lot, whether it's at fishing shows, in the shop, or people messaging me or whatever, is line. Obviously, line is a crucial part of our equipment. Without good line, you're not going to land the big fish. That's obvious. You need line with certain characteristics. Now, catfishing, we need strong line. We need abrasion-resistant line. And I've tried all sorts of lines in the past. And I'm away at the moment. As you can see, I've got a lake behind me, which is Lac Rouge, part of the exclusive angling complex. And I've been catfishing for the last 4 days on here. I knew I needed to spool up my reels, and I was looking for some maybe new options, shall we say. I had a look around, and I was really interested in the range of products by Sufix. Sufix have always carried a good name. A lot of people use their products. They've got some good guys on board, but I didn't know a huge amount about the lines. So I had a bit of a look. I was quite impressed with what the sales blurb said. But let's be honest, sales blurb, every manufacturer on the planet says their product's the best thing in the world. You've never read the back of a product that says this product's rubbish, or it's average, or it does the job. It's always the best thing ever. It's better than the rest, better than our competitors. They all say that. So I don't really go by the sales blurb. I like to do my own tests and see if I'm happy with it. So, as I say, got in touch with Sufix, got some of their products on board, and I've been using them, all this week with the view to stocking them in the shop if they pass sort of my test. And that beeping in the background is one of my friend's rods, by the way. So if all of a sudden I exit the chair and there's a mad commotion on, you'll know he's probably into the middle of fighting a big catfish. Anyway, back to the subject. The first product I was looking at was this braid by Sufix, the Pro 8 braid. Now, the Pro 8, again, the sales blurb, silky smooth, long casting, round braid. Yeah, okay, they all say they're long casting and they're smooth, but I've got to say I was very impressed with this product. I've been using it all week on one of the rods. I've been using it in the 50 kilo version, which is a 0.4, so it's strong. It's not too thin. I don't like super thin braids, but at the same time it's not tow rope. The only thing slightly confusing, it has a line rating of 80 pound. I think that's an IGFA sort of like line rating or something. The actual strength for the 0.40 is 50 kg. It's an 8 carrier braid, which means it should be smooth, it should be round. You've basically got 8 strands all wound round each other, and it's a nice braid. It does the job. I've had no problems with this. As I say, I've been fishing for cats all week, and I've taken several fish on this braid without issue. Big tail slap just come out the water there. It's a couple of feet from that tree line. It's not good. I'm not really making any progress on this fish at the moment. and she gave a really good account of herself. Not the biggest cat in the world, but again, she fought, as they all do here at Lac Rouge. Come on then. See, not even sulking in the margins or anything. She's gone off straight away. It's really done well. It does cast well. It's also very abrasion resistant. Abrasion resistance wasn't really played up in the sales thing, and I think they've missed a bit of a trick there, to be honest, because it is a good line. I was impressed. I'm just going to show you abrasion resistance for yourself. I've got a little test here, completely non-scientific, but hey, it works. Right, I have a rock with a sharp edge. I'm going to take my braid and I'm going to rub my braid several times across this sharp edge. Right, I'm going to rub it in that direction. I'm also going to rub it in this direction. I'm knocking everything else off the bucket, but don't worry about it. So we're going to go right on an angle. We're going to really get that in there. Right, if you can see that, yes, it has, you know, frayed the braid a bit. There's a bit of damage there, but you'd expect that. I've just spent 5 minutes rubbing it over a rock. You'd expect that to be there. You know, I'd be very surprised if it wasn't there. I'm more than happy with that after the abuse I've just given that. And it's still strong. It hasn't gone right down to the core of it. And if you don't think I'm pulling on it, you just have to look at my fingers. Yeah, you know, what can I say? It's a great product. I am more than happy to use it myself, as I have been all week. It's on this middle rod here, and I've had plenty of fish on it. I mean, I will show you the scores on the doors, as it were. These are all catfish that I've had this week. So I've had fish in excess of £80. I've had a couple of 80s, I think 3 70s, all on these products. This Pro 8 is a really good product. We're going to be stocking it in the shop because it's past any tests I can give it with flying colours. Right, the other crucial characteristic of any line is obviously its knot strength. You've got to be able to tie a good knot with it, a knot that retains the strength of the line. So I'm just going to show you the knot strength of this and how it ties. Some braids can be horrible with the knots they tie. I've been tying this with a simple 5-turn grinner all week for hooks and swivels. And I haven't had any problems with it at all. It knots well, it cinches down well. It makes a neat knot. And I've been catching big fish and I haven't had a knot fail, so that's all that interests me. You know, you can't say more than that. Stabbing myself with a hook there. These are very sharp, these Eagle Wave. Not good when they're in the fish, not so good when they're in your finger. Right, let's just trim that tag end off. Very nice knot, very small, compact. It's bound down together well. You know, there's nothing poking up out of it. You know, no little loops in it. And it's as strong as you like. Not the best test around my hand because it's actually hurting, but that is as strong as you like. I should use a knot puller, but yeah, you know, I've certainly give that some go at testing the knot strength. You can see how it's dug into my fingers there. But yeah, absolutely cracking line. Sufix Pro 8 is going to be available in Specimen Fishing UK soon.